Hello again. Our reading for today's contemplative meditation is taken from the Nobel Prize winner Wangari Maathai, a Kenyan environmental and community activist. Um, Her words give us encouragement this day after Earth Day to help restore the earth as she did so well. Contemplative meditation, as you'll remember, is a practice of following sacred words that lead us to ponder our best personhood, our best purposes, and our best practices. So first we listen to the reading, and then we note very briefly our own thoughts and feelings that are arising or have arisen. Then we listen very briefly for the call or the invitation that the reading, the words are offering us. And then finally we take 5 minutes to sit in contemplation of the call and listen for our own inner response to the call. So deep breath to be at ease, eyes closed perhaps, or slightly open to the light. Or if you're looking at a beautiful flower or something, that's good too. And let's listen to the words of Wangari Maathai. I was born in 1940 in a small village in the highlands of Kenya. My parents were peasant farmers in the Kikuyu community. They lived from the soil and also kept cattle, goats, and sheep. At the time of my birth, the land was lush, fertile, and green. Whether praying, having children, burying the dead, or performing sacrifices, Kikuyus faced Mount Kenya. The people believed as long as the mountain stood, they would want for nothing. But European missionaries came and taught that God did not dwell on Mount Kenya, but far away in heaven. Traders and administrators introduced new methods of exploiting our rich natural resources. Hallowed landscapes lost their sacredness. My parents raised me in an environment that did not give reasons for fear or uncertainty. Instead, there were many reasons to dream, to be creative, and to use my imagination. Even though I was entering a world where there were books to read and facts to learn, cultivation of the mind, I was still able to enjoy a world where there were no books to read, where children were told living stories about the world around them, and where you cultivated the soil and the imagination in equal measure. Thus ends our reading from Wangari Maathai. Take a half minute to peacefully notice the thoughts and feelings it stirs in you. At the time of my birth, she writes, the land was still lush, green, and fertile, and where you cultivated the soil and the imagination in equal measure. Keeping your awareness of your own thoughts and feelings that are arising in you, take a half a minute again to open-heartedly discern the message's call or invitation to you. Aware now of your call, trusting the strengths within you. Take 5 minutes to come to your response, or to let your response come to you. 5 minutes. Continue in meditation or contemplation if you'd like, while we sign off. My closing prayer would be, may the call of the earth and of peace and of courage guide our spirits to a day's end of grateful rest and gratitude for all our coming days. Thank you for being here and taking time. Thank you for being. Next Tuesday, our contemplation will be starting with the words of Albert Einstein, very wise words on the human task. Stay safe, cherish your time, cherish your world and yourself. Hope to see you soon.